Today we're making an easy, healthy and delicious potato leek soup. To make it you'll need extra virgin olive oil, leeks, white onion, potatoes, vegetable broth, fresh thyme and bay leaves, chives, and a dollop of Greek yogurt. As a first thing, let's chop the leek. Cut it in half, lengthwise. Then you've got to rinse the layers under running water. This helps remove dirt in between the layers. Shake the water off, then put it cat side down on a cutting board and cut it into thin slices. Heat some extra virgin olive oil in a large pot or Dutch oven. Add the leek into the pot. Then we also need an onion. Slice it thinly and add it to the leek. Now season with salt and black pepper. What we're doing here, guys, is a flavor base. So we want the leek to saute for about 5 minutes on medium heat or until it softens, okay? This helps us build flavor before we add the vegetable broth. Okay, while the leek is sauteing on the pan, we can prep the potatoes. We're gonna peel them and add them to a pot with cold water so they don't get dark. Okay, we can now add the potatoes, chop them into chunks. Again, you don't have to be precise because we're blending this. Just make sure the chunks are not too big because they'll never cook. Guys, if the potato is too large, you can also cut it on a chopping board, okay? Potatoes are in. We need vegetable broth. We're using a reduced sodium veg broth. A couple of sprigs of fresh thyme. We keep a plant handy. They last forever, these plants. So just add a couple of sprigs. You can remove the leaves from the sprig. Then you don't even have to think about fishing it out. And bay leaves. They're delicious with both potatoes and the leek. 2 or 3 bay leaves are enough. Now let's give this a stir. Then cover with a lid. Bring it to a boil on high heat. Then when it boils, lower the heat. Crack the top open and let it simmer until the potatoes are tender. It's gonna take about 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. I'm gonna put it on our bigger gas stove because otherwise we'll never get that. I'm hungry already. Who's hungry? When the potatoes are tender, we can remove the bay leaves and the thyme sprig. Then we blend the soup with an immersion blender or with a standing blender. My recommendation is to use stainless steel immersion blender so that the heat doesn't damage the plastic. As you blend, you can also adjust the consistency of the soup. In this case, I'm adding a little bit more water to make the soup a little bit thinner. Remember to always taste and adjust for salt. It's good. The cat is hungry. The soup is ready. We can now serve it in a bowl. This is how we like to serve it. And you can have this as an appetizer or as a main dish. It's up to you. It depends really on the toppings that you add to the soup. For example, we like to serve it here with a dollop of yogurt. It adds acidity and a little bit of sourness to this otherwise warm and cozy soup. Then we top with some spring onions for a little bit of zest. And finally chopped chives. Those are non-negotiable. You can drizzle with some good quality extra virgin olive oil, cracked pepper, and some crunchy bread, pita bread, focaccia, or garlic bread.
How long does this soup store in the fridge?
There's no dairy in it, so you can keep it in an airtight container in the fridge for 5 days. You can also freeze it for up to 3 months. Just make sure it cools down completely before you do so. Easy, right?